So I am here at the beautiful Meragong Theatre. And I'm rehearsing a play. So when I took this play, I kind of convinced myself that this was a bit of a retreat, like it was some time away from, all my teaching work and my medical work and all the other stuff going on. Anyway, I started rehearsing and, very quickly, surprise, surprise, discovered that I had lines to learn and I had like character stuff to work on, and I was interacting with these amazing actors and a director and this great writer, and it was quite confronting because it really meant that I had to step up my game. I started having to think about what to do on stage and remember stuff, and I got a little bit judgy of myself because I thought, this isn't a retreat, Renee. Like, what part of this isn't work? What part of this is actually you taking a break, resting, healing? This is actually you just adding another tick box, another thing to do to make you busy, another way of saying life is so hard for me, or maybe, look, I'm a good actor. Like, it's all actually the battle. It's trying to prove something to the world. And then I was kind of mad at myself for taking the play. I got talking to Drew Fairley, who wrote the play. He has had a very, very tumultuous last few years. And he said to me that when he first wrote this play, it was a retreat for him. He was retreating into himself and into his own space to kind of work out what had happened, to process it. It actually left him quite isolated at one point. But he definitely felt that it had kind of a value in that way. And so I thought about it some more. And what I realized was, doing a theatre show, despite the fact that the rest of my life is still going on, and I'm still working at Pam McLean and I'm still doing, other things, doing a theatre show means that I walk into a theatre in the morning, I close the doors, I have bad internet reception, so I rarely get emails. And for 8 hours, I sit in my body and I try to work out how to be my version of another person. And I explore it with my head and my heart and my body. And in particular, my body really needed to move. It needed to be active. It needed to stretch and feel. And for the last few months, it's been meetings and walking and desk sitting. And by retreating, I didn't need a break. I didn't need to lie down and rest. I needed to get into my body. I know that sounds weird, but actually the more active and the more engaged my body has been, the better I have been feeling. So it turns out, I think this was a retreat. Not the relaxing kind, but it's given me exactly what I didn't realize I didn't have.